Well, this is embarrassing. I have absolutely whiffed trying to set everything up before you know, everything. We don't have a whole lot of time to talk because Rika's already ready to go. So, hi Saint, hi Trent. Welcome. I'm gonna let Rika know that I'm ready. I don't have reactive images set up yet. I'm so bad at this. What am I doing? Like, what am I actually doing?
Hello,
Hello.
hello.
Hi. Hi, Rika.
Hi. Welcome to the show, Remy. I'll give you an opportunity to introduce yourself first.
Okay, well, I am first setting up. I realized because you mentioned on Discord how, oh hey, we can set
hmm
up the reactive PNGs and everything. I forgot to do that.
hmm It happens to the best of us, truly.
It happens way too much to me. Okay, there we go. No, I got it. I my volume was off,
Perfect.
everything. I didn't even have VTube Studio on my phone turned on. So my model wasn't even tracking, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm forgetting
You know,
anything.
it be like that sometimes, honestly.
It is.
It be like that.
But to introduce myself to everybody who is in your chat, I am Remileah. I am a treasure hunting fox girl. When it comes to streaming, a lot of I do a lot of games, although my channel seems to primarily
We love
focus
that.
more around indie games and retro games.
Ooh.
Lately, I have been doing my very first playthrough of Hollow Knight, I have been doing a
Oh.
playthrough. Yeah, it's been fun. I've had a lot of fun with Hollow Knight. And I've
Mhm.
been playing through Final Fantasy X again, with plans to start up something like Final Fantasy VII, maybe when I finish
Oh.
that one. So
Mhm.
I have been a
Okay,
VTuber for
that's
about
super
2 years, I
fun.
think. I think 2 years ish.
Okay. Okay, very slay, very slay. And I mean, if you guys have been here before, chatters, y'all know me. I am Rika Thor, the host of today's show, Rika Radio, and I'm very excited to get the opportunity to interview Remi. And Remi, just to start things off, I don't know if you've watched prior episodes of Rika Radio, but we do have a fun question we like to ask first as our kind of tradition around these parts. And that would be, what color are your panties?
What color are
You
my
don't have to answer if you
panties?
don't want to. Yes.
They are red and black.
Okay, on theme, honestly, and I can respect that. On theme with your character
They are on theme,
or
aren't
with your
they?
avatar, you know. Yeah,
Yes.
that, you know what? I don't know if you planned it or not, but nonetheless, I respect it.
It actually was not planned. Whenever I wake up, I just kind of throw on whatever. So I was scrambling to
Mhm.
get together or get ready and get to everything together today. And I just kind of threw things on,
Mhm.
and lo and behold, they happened to match my model.
Hey, you know what? Maybe your subconscious is kind of getting you ready for today, you know?
Maybe it could be.
You know what I'm
At
saying?
least
Maybe.
at,
Maybe.
at least some part of me has at least some part of me has it together today because the rest of me doesn't.
You know what? It'd be like that some days, and for me, I say you kind of you take what you get, you know?
You
You
take what you
take
get.
what you get.
Yeah.
And all right, moving on. I mean, I feel like this question is pretty straightforward, pretty basic, but I've gotten a plethora of different answers. And the question would be, what made you want to become a VTuber?
So I'd always had, as you know, multiple years back, I was a regular viewer for several Twitch streamers. I was a mod for some of them as well.
Mm-hmm.
And a part of me always
Mm-hmm.
wanted to try and get into streaming because when I modded for those communities and when I was a part of those communities, people would always ask me, "Hey, when are you going to stream?" When
Mm-hmm.
can we expect to see a Remy stream? When are you going to do something that we can come watch? And ever
Uh-huh.
since then, I did a couple experimental streams being a faceless streamer without a model just to see if I could, see if people would show up, and much to my
Mm-hmm.
surprise, people did show up. I thought they were just kind of
We
joking
love that.
or memeing, and it turns out they weren't. They actually showed up. And then I discovered that VTubers existed. I think the first one I ever actually
Yes.
saw was Corone. I think I saw some clips of
Oh, okay.
Corone
Slay. Love her.
floating around on Twitter and YouTube, and I thought to myself, wow, I wish I could
Mm-hmm.
do that. That seems really cool. And then I found out
Mm-hmm.
because I thought that to track
I
your model,
can.
I can, yes, because I thought that to track your model and everything, the program to do it, VTube Studio, I thought it was like super exclusive or it was going to be really expensive. And then I find out, oh,
No, I was the same way.
it's literally on Steam for like 20 bucks.
Yeah. I mean, I like no, that's so true. When I first heard of like VTube Studio and stuff, I thought it would be like super complex and like hard to use, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
I thought the
surprisingly,
same
it's
thing.
pretty straightforward, which is nice.
It's very straightforward.
And
And
okay.
when at the time I was also working on a game, I was making a RPG Maker game. I'm still kind of
Okay.
working on it. And I had an
Isn't that
artist
cool?
working on concept art for some of the characters in the
Mm.
game.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him, "Do you know anything about making V2 models?" And he said
Mm-hmm.
that he had done one before, but the person never followed
Oh, that's
through with
cool.
it. The person never
Oh,
followed through with it. They kind of ended up like ghosting
that's
the
not
artist.
cool.
No, it's not.
Oh,
This
that's
is
really not cool.
you actually know who it is. It's Virist. Virist was the
Oh, oh
person who
my
did
god.
my first model.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Oh my god, wait, that's so cool. Incredible artist, by the way. Holy
oh my
shit.
God. Yes,
His
he's
art is fucking
wonderful.
insane.
He's wonderful. He's very nice.
Oh,
He's very
wait,
skilled.
that's so sad. Poor Virus, man.
Yeah, it was very very unfortunate, but I followed through.
Mm-hmm.
So he made my first model. We went
Slay.
through a lot of trial and error, but
Mm-hmm.
eventually I got my model, got VTube Studio, decided to
Yippee!
give VTubing a try, and lo and behold, here I am today. I got started
And
into
we love
VTubing
that.
and streaming because people were memeing in another Twitch chat about when are we gonna get to watch a Remi stream. Accidentally discovered
True.
VTubers exist, and now here I am.
And that's awesome. And kind of going off of that little story, how did you come up with the concept of your VTuber like OC? Can you kind of tell us about some of the things that inspired your model's design, outfit, etc.?
Mhm. So I knew that I wanted to be a kimono Mimi, with the foxtail and fox ears and
Uh-huh.
everything. I was on the fence about whether or
Uh-huh.
not I wanted to be fox or cat. There was a time where I
Mm.
was debating,
We could have gone cat girl.
yes, cat girl Remy. Um, the outfit was inspired from several characters primarily. I can send you references of them if you'd like. I don't know if those would be handy.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Up to
but
you, up to you.
okay, well, sure, why not? I'll look up some pictures. Anyway, while I'm looking
Mm-hmm.
these pictures up, the name comes from really the name is just two of my favorite names squished together, those names being Remy and Leah.
Uh-huh.
I like the names Remy and Leah, so I just took the names, squished them together, boom, I'm now Remileah.
I mean,
Um,
I feel like that's probably the most simple way to do it.
I mean, it works for me. I'm happy with the name.
And that's
So
all that matters.
as for the model design and the outfit, I'm sending you some references
Oh, cute.
on Discord. Yes. So
Mm-hmm.
the outfit took inspiration from these two characters. They're
Mm-hmm.
both from a game called Arknights. The
I've
first
heard of the
one,
game. I don't think I've ever played it.
it's a mobile game. It's actually really fun. It's kind of like a tower defense, and the art in it is beautiful.
Oh.
But the
Mm-hmm.
tank top that my model wears actually was inspired from that first character I sent you. Her name is Siege. And then the jacket
Mm-hmm.
for my
Mm-hmm.
model was inspired from the second one. And then the
Mm-hmm.
hairstyle,
I definitely can see.
you can see it, yeah. And
Yeah.
then the hairstyle, because you can't really tell in my reactive image, but the hair on my model is really long, like it almost touches the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Was
Oh, slay.
inspired from Yaimiko from Genshin Impact.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Do
I
you play
would
Genshin?
I did. I don't really play it as much anymore.
Okay.
But I would also say that Yaimiko is the reason why I ended up deciding on Fox Girl instead of Cat Girl, because at the time
Oh, okay.
I was very big into Genshin,
Uh-huh.
and I decided, nope, Fox Girl, Fox Girl, Fox Girl it is. Yaimiko has sold me, Fox Girl.
You know what? That's valid. And honestly, I don't want to sound like mean or anything, but we do have plenty of cat girls in the VTuber
I don't think
sphere.
it's mean. It's
So, you
true.
know.
There's quite a few cat girls, but I also feel like there is an abundance of fox girls
But
as
I love
well.
cat girls. That's true. But I love both. I love cat girls and fox girls. Like two thumbs up for me.
Yeah, I know, same. Like I love both in equal measure as well.
Exactly. Exactly. And then, so you mentioned it a little earlier how you stumbled upon some clips of Corone, and that's what
Hmm.
got you into being a VTuber. But now that you've been streaming as a VTuber for a hot second, who would you say are some of your biggest inspirations when it comes to VTubing?
So, my number one biggest inspiration, and I cannot sell her enough, is Nina Kosaka from
Mm-hmm.
Niji Sanji.
Oh, R.I.P.
I
Not R.I.P.,
know.
but like honestly, kind of R.I.P.
Honestly, kind of RIP. Oh my god,
Sad.
when Nina announced that she was graduating, I was
Mm-hmm.
bawling.
Oh,
I was a
I don't even blame
mess.
you.
I was a mess because
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I love Nina. I have several bits of
Mm-hmm.
her merchandise. She's always been
Mm-hmm.
one of my biggest inspirations, and I try to capture a lot of what she did, which is having a supportive community, you know, a wholesome one that supports
Mm-hmm.
and uplifts each other, and always being a comfortable space for people to come to where they feel like they can be themselves without judgment.
Mm-hmm.
So she was always my number one inspiration. But some
Mm-hmm.
of my other VTuber inspirations are people like Snuffy. Honestly, I love Snuffy.
Uh-huh.
um,
Valid. Valid.
Nina, Snuffy. I also am a bit of a fan of Shy Lily as well. She's also kind of been an
Oh, okay.
inspiration for me as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say those are probably my number three, with Nina being far and away the biggest one I've ever had.
Which is completely valid, honestly.
I hope that
And you
maybe
did mention it briefly earlier.
hmm?
When exactly did you start streaming? I guess as a VTuber, because I know you said you had a little brief period where you streamed without like a model or anything like that.
So the times that I streamed without a model were under a different name, and they were very few and far
Okay.
between because at
Mm-hmm.
the time my internet was pretty bad. My internet was very
I
bad,
feel
and
that.
streaming was not
I
really
feel that.
viable, and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know how to do overlays or anything like that. I just started up OBS Studio, added the game capture, and I went,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it.
Honestly, that's kind of what I'm doing right now, so I feel you.
Um, so oh, whoops, wrong. Because I'm trying to think, how long have I been streaming? Think I started sometime before April of 2021
Okay.
because I actually hit affiliate right before I think my 29th birthday.
Okay, Slay.
So it was like and I went in VR chat after I streamed
Mm-hmm.
that day because I just hit affiliate and had kind of like an
Uh-huh.
affiliate celebration and simultaneous
Aw.
birthday party in VR chat with some
Aw, that's
friends.
cute.
I don't remember
That's really
exactly
cute.
how long ago that was, but uh I didn't really do very much streaming at all before I decided to just jump off the deep end into
Mm-hmm.
VTubing. Because I saw a lot of people recommend, hey, maybe you should try getting a PNG first. Those are cheaper. No,
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm very all or nothing. I just
Like,
jump
no,
into the
no,
deep
we're
end.
going balls deep off the deep end.
Exactly. So that's exactly what I
Honestly, I
did.
kind of respect that.
I didn't
No, I respect
do
that, and I feel like that kind of forces you to like commit in a way, you know?
yeah, it does because it's like, well, I've put all this money into this, I may as well, you know.
True.
And
Make a good point.
I didn't do like I didn't drum up hype for a debut or anything like that. I was just a part
Mm-hmm.
of other VTuber communities and with the
Nothing wrong with
community's
that.
permission, with the owner of the community's
Mm-hmm.
permission, I was like, "Hey, look guys, I'm finally streaming." And then people from those streams came to watch me, and then as I continued
Mm-hmm.
streaming, I just got more people. As time has
And we
gone
love that.
on, I've just kind of met others, and people have joined
Mm-hmm.
because of the games I played or things like that. So there wasn't a lot of
Mm-hmm.
streaming before all this. It was just here I am.
Yeah, and we love that. And in those kind of like 2-ish years of streaming, Do you have a favorite memory from a stream so far? Just one of them, not your most favorite, but do you have a favorite memory from a stream?
Do I have a favorite memory from streaming? That is a very good question because I have several fond memories from streaming. I
We love
think
that. Give us one of them.
I think one of my favorite memories from streaming is I was streaming Final Fantasy X, and
Mhm.
out of nowhere, somebody raided me with 100 people.
Oh my god,
Somebody, I
okay.
know, I was freaking, I
We
was
love
falling
that.
apart.
Deserved.
I was such a mess because I was not expecting to get a 100-person raid at some point. One of my friends from VR chat was streaming with a big
Uh-huh.
VR chat person, and apparently they recommended that they come raid
Mm.
me. So they did, and then boom, 100 people
Love.
watching me, and I'm like, what, what do I do? Hi,
W
hello.
friend. W friend. W friend.
So that's definitely one of my favorite memories, was just the shock and
Mhm.
the excitement of seeing a raid that big.
Aw, that's super cute. And alright, I feel like both of us kind of have some experience in VTubing. You know, we've both been streaming for a hot second.
Mm.
But do you have any advice to give to new VTubers or people who are interested in becoming a VTuber?
So, yeah, I have a few pieces of advice. One is being
Yes, give us all of them. Give us
give
all
you
of them,
all of
honestly.
them. One of them would be, you don't have to do what I did. You don't have to jump off the deep end and go straight into a fully rigged model and pay a lot of money. You can start with just a PNG, and that does not make you any less a
True.
VTuber. I've seen a lot
Completely
of
agree.
people in the VTubing scene jump off the deep end like I did, and then they found out they didn't enjoy it. So they
Mhm.
have several hundred dollars
Mhm.
dumped into getting a model, getting rigging, getting emotes and everything else, and then they don't stick with it.
Mhm.
Don't be afraid to start
Yeah.
small. By all means, start
Yeah.
small. And you don't need to
Yeah.
drum up and do a big hype debut thing on Twitter like a lot of people do. I didn't.
Mhm.
And I'm doing just fine after not having any kind of major, like, oh my god, countdown, 3 days till I start my very first stream.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that.
don't be afraid to start small. Don't
And I
feel like
think
you need to do,
yeah.
yeah. Um, and then the
Yeah.
last,
Kind of to go off of that point too.
mm-hmm.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
Kind of going off of that point, I think a lot of people put a lot of like emphasis and importance on the model. And that's kind of like to say like, you know, they spend a ton of money on the model
Mm-hmm.
and then they start streaming and they either figure out like, oh, they don't really like it or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. And while a really nice model can garner like attention and stuff like that, people aren't gonna stay on stream solely for your model,
No, they're
if that like
not.
makes sense.
Because that actually
So
brings
it's
up,
like, yeah, a nice model could help, but
yeah, that actually brings up another thing that I can mention is there have also been a lot of cases
Mhm.
where I've seen a lot of VTubers debut with one model and then decide later that they don't like it, and then they do an entire
Uh-huh.
redesign.
Mhm.
They completely redesign their model. They do a completely new debut for it. And I've seen people go through five,
Mhm.
6 models before. Like, don't rush yourself. Take
Oh
your
my
time.
god.
I know, it's crazy.
I just whoa.
I know, I've seen people go through
Wild to me.
numerous designs.
Holy smokes.
And then
Wow.
I think the last piece of advice that I would offer, and to me this one is actually really important, especially given how much the VTube community has grown. Excuse me, sorry.
Mhm.
be mindful of who you make friends with.
Yeah.
Especially on Twitter, as time has gone on, the VTuber scene has grown a lot. There are a lot of people
Yeah.
out there who will make friends with you just to try and get something out of you.
Mhm.
Like clout, viewers,
Yeah.
they're just be
That is
mindful.
very, very true.
Just be mindful of who you try to make friends with, you know. That's why, like, one of the things
Mhm.
I do, I keep my
I totally get
DMs
that.
off unless I follow somebody. I keep my DMs off. People cannot DM me unless I
Mm.
follow them. I feel like
No, that's smart.
I feel like my experience on Twitter has been drastically better than most because of that. Just because of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would be
No,
my
that's very
last
valid.
that would be my last major piece of
Yeah,
advice is
I
just
completely agree.
be mindful of who you make friends with.
Yeah. Yeah, completely agree. And it's just like kind of sucky because I feel like, especially nowadays with how like the VTuber community or has grown and stuff, people are a lot more wary and whatnot, which is like kind of sad because obviously like if someone reaches out to you, you want to give them the benefit of the doubt and like
Mhm.
like oh they're so nice, and then like the conversation continues and you're like
Yeah.
oh
Like
okay,
because
but
that's a
yeah, it's just
clarification.
hard.
I feel like that's a clarification that I should make. And I apologize again to you and your viewers. I'm still recovering from being sick. Please pardon me if I'm
Oh,
sniffly or
no worries
congested.
at all, seriously.
Um,
No worries.
is be mindful of who you try to make friends with, but also at the same time, don't believe that everybody is bad. Don't believe that the VTubing scene is only drama.
Mhm.
There's a lot of great people out there. Like
It's really
genuinely,
yeah.
Rika, you're one of those people. You are a wonderful person.
Thank you.
And
Stop. No, you.
I've met a lot of wonderful
Yeah.
VTubers in this scene that I'm friends with, you know? So don't be afraid to reach out
Mhm.
because a lot of people, while there are a lot of
Are nice.
people, yes, while there are a lot of people who will be out there to try and just get something from you or use you, there are
Ye
just as many people who are as nice as they look.
yeah. It just sucks because like, especially on Twitter, which I feel like is the social media platform that most
Yeah,
VTubers will use and stuff, it just sucks that, like, usually drama and stuff like that gets more attention.
it always
And
gets more
so,
attention.
I at one point, I swear, like, my entire feed was just, like, exposing this person, like, screenshots of DMs, and I was like, "What is going
Doing a
on?"
call out
Like, what is
post, yeah.
happening? Yeah. I swear that was, like, my entire timeline, and I was like, half of the time, I don't even follow these people. Why am I seeing this?
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah,
Like
that's definitely
it was the
something.
same thing for me. I just remember opening Twitter and I'm like, "Oh good, look
Right?
at that drama
I
call out
don't yeah,
post."
I don't know what the Twitter algorithm was on during that, like, time period because it wasn't, like it was for a while, I feel like, at least for me. So that was definitely, like
It went on
it
for
was
a
definitely
very long
something.
time. It's not as prominent as it was
Yeah.
like a year ago, but it's
I
still there,
thank God. Yeah, yeah. Thankfully,
thankfully.
it's not like an everyday situation for me,
Yeah.
at least. But yeah, moving on to more fun things.
Okay.
Um,
Fun.
what would you say are some of your favorite aspects of streaming? And if you could, is there anything you would change when it comes to content creation?
So some of my number one favorite aspect of streaming is seeing my community and seeing how my
Mhm.
stream can affect them. You know, seeing
Mhm.
how me streaming can make their day better. Or I've had people fall asleep to my stream
Mhm.
before because they just felt comfortable and relaxed.
Aw,
And
that's sweet.
I think for me, that would be the number one thing that I love the most about being a VTuber and streaming in general is just the impact you can have
Mhm.
on other people sometimes without even realizing it. And
Mm-hmm. No, it's so true.
my community has also, and streaming in general, has helped me become more confident in myself. Because
Mm-hmm.
here it is. Back in August,
Mm-hmm.
I actually took the time to make a post in my Discord about just thanking my
Mm-hmm.
community for everything they've done because
Aw.
my community single-handedly paid for this new mic that I'm using. They paid for the ring light that I use to track my model
Incredible.
better. So the
Uh-huh.
support and the outpouring of love you can get from a good community is just really nice.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
let's see. Oh, here's what I was saying. And this is related to me feeling more confident. I told them
Mm-hmm.
that they they did more than tell me that I'm great at what I do. They told me the reasons about
Aw.
why I thought so, or why they thought so.
Mm-hmm.
And they
Mm-hmm.
remember my achievements better than I do. So when I'm, doing something like short selling myself or putting myself down, they're reminding me of the
Mm-hmm.
things that I've done and where I'm at. And I think that
Mm-hmm.
it's just my favorite part is the community and the people and how I can make them feel
Mm-hmm.
better and they can make me feel better. I
Yeah, no,
apologize.
100%. And that's super sweet. No, 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 please don't apologize. No worries whatsoever.
What was the other oh,
And then
things
the
that I would
second part
change.
was, yeah. Is there anything you would change, you know?
Is there anything I would change? Hmm. I I don't think so, actually. I'm kind of happy where I'm at. I wish my voice was a little different, but
Mhm.
when it comes to
I
content
think
creation
your voice is very
itself,
nice.
well, thank you. I don't think that there currently is actually anything I would change. No. I'm pretty content with where I'm
Honestly,
at.
slay. No, yeah, that is not a bad place to be in. If anything, that's probably the best place to be in. Like, being content, happy where you are and stuff like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I am. Like the
And then, okay,
things that I wish
yes.
are mostly things that I mean, I guess I wish I was better at editing videos, but I don't know if that counts.
I feel you on that, bestie. Unfortunately, no, the whole practice makes perfect.
Yeah,
Damn
and
it.
it's hard. I know.
Hopefully in
I
time.
expect to be good at it immediately. Why am I not good
Yeah,
at
what
it
the heck?
immediately?
No, I feel that so hard, honestly.
That's my toxic trait is doing something once and expecting to be professional at it.
I feel like that's so common though, because I'm like kind of the same. I'm like kind of the same way where I'm like, why can't I just be good at this straight off the bat?
I
Like, what the
know.
heck?
Why can't I edit this video flawlessly and garner hundreds of thousands of views?
Seriously. Imagine, what the heck? But no, that is so, so real. And okay, so you mentioned earlier you usually stream, you're saying like retro indie
Hmm.
games and stuff like
Yes.
that. Kind of going off of that, what would you say are some of your favorite games to stream? And if it's different, what are some of your favorite games ever in general? Because sometimes I feel like with some games you kind of just like to play it off stream,
Ghost
kind of like
Cat, thank
as
you for
your
the
own kind of
follow.
thing. But for you, it could be different. But yeah, so what are some of your favorite games to stream? And then if it's different, what are some of your favorite games in general?
So, one of my favorite games to stream has absolutely been Hollow Knight. I feel like we have farmed
Mm-hmm.
content from Hollow Knight and the goofy antics that I've gotten into, and the fact that Hollow
Mm-hmm.
Knight it's a hard game, first of all, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not an easy game, and I have consistently
Mm-hmm.
made my community extremely salty because apparently bosses
Uh-huh.
that my community has tried 10 times to beat, I have done in 3 or less.
Bruh.
There are
You're just built
multiple
different as I'm hearing.
That's what they tell me is that I am somehow built different. I have consistently made my mods mad. I have made some of my most popular viewers mad because they're like, I spent 10 times on that boss. You beat them on the first try, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
What can I say? I'm that guy.
I am
I'm
built
that guy.
different.
I'm that guy, pal.
I am apparently built
That is
different.
so funny. Love that for
So,
you. Okay.
so, um, Hollow Knight has been a joy to stream. I have loved Hollow Knight. It's been a very fun game. I've also had a lot of fun
Mhm.
with Final Fantasy X. I've made a lot of goober mistakes on
Mm.
that one.
How
Um,
far in the game are you?
on Final Fantasy X.
Mhm.
Have you ever played Final Fantasy X?
I've played parts of it, but I know a lot about it.
Okay, so let me remember. Where was the last place that I left off at? Um, I just made it
I guess what
to.
I'm asking is, have you gotten to the like very, very iconic kiss scene yet?
Yes, we did watch that, and I yelled at my chat because my chat loves to troll
Oh.
the cutscenes. My chat loves to troll cutscenes
Wait,
with
what
like
did you
sound
do?
redeems.
Uh,
They like to ruin
as they're
scenes with
kissing,
like
there's like a fart noise.
yes, with reverb part, yeah. And I yelled at them. I was like, "Chat, you guys are not ruining this for me. You will not, you will not do any sound redeems while I am watching this because if you do, I will turn them all off. They will all go away."
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh my God.
So
Like
thankfully,
a
they
scary
respected
teacher.
that. Yes, they respected that. I was able to watch my kissy cutscene in peace.
Okay, we love that. We love that. Who'd you say
As
your favorite
for
character from Final Fantasy X is?
Yuna, I love Yuna.
Honestly, valid.
I am a big Yuna shrimp.
Valid and base. Aren't we all, honestly,
um,
truly? Like, even the people who say they aren't, they probably deep down are.
I have also I remembered where I'm at. I actually just made it to Xanarkand, near the end.
Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
So we are slowly getting
Progress.
closer to the end of the game, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Any other favorite games of yours?
Let's see other games that I've had fun with streaming. I had a lot of
Hmm.
fun. I've also been playing through Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order for the first time.
Is that the first one
Yes, that is the first one,
or
and
the second?
it's the
Okay.
first
Okay.
one, yeah. I've had a lot of
Okay.
fun streaming that as well.
Hmm.
Other games that I plan to stream at some point, and these are just some of my favorite games in general. Like you, I am also a big
Hmm.
Baldur's Gate 3 fan. Huge fan.
Yeah. Let's fucking
I was playing
go.
it during early access and everything back before Druid was even added to the
Oh my
game.
God. Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
So I've been a huge fan of that for a very long time. And I also like other
Hmm.
Larian games like Divinity Original Sin.
Mm-hmm.
I love Monster Hunter as well. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter World with a
Mm.
friend of mine. Um,
Okay, and that's the first one, or like the one before Rise,
the one
right?
before Rise, yes.
Okay, gotcha, gotcha.
Excuse me. Um,
Oh no worries.
As for some of my favorite retro games, oh my god, okay, sorry, I'm about to fangirl for a moment. So, one of
I'm
my
ready.
top 3 favorite games of all time is Star Ocean: The Second
Okay.
Story. Came out in
Mm-hmm.
1992, and it is getting a
Oh wow.
gorgeous it is getting a
Wait, I feel
gorgeous
like I've heard
remaster.
of it. Yeah, wait. I think I've heard of it.
I think it came out in
Or like,
92.
I'm pretty sure I've heard of it.
Uh,
Okay, okay, very cool.
oh, actually, it came out in 1998. Okay, it came out in 1998.
Okay.
Um, and if you can
Before I was
tell,
born.
oh my god, I'm so old. I
No, you're
am
good. You're
so
good. Don't
old.
worry.
Okay,
Your experience. Your experience.
I experienced. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that one. Um, But that
Okay, so
is,
it's getting a remaster. That's exciting.
yes, that is one of my top 3 games of all time. That is what part of what that is one of the games that defined my childhood and
Oh,
turned me
we love that.
into somebody and turned me into a gamer, right? That is one of the biggest
Play.
titles that helped contribute to getting me where I am today. And it is getting
Mhm.
a gorgeous remaster in November. I am taking 2 weeks off
Oh,
of
how
work for it.
exciting. Wait, I love
I
that.
have
As you
2
should,
I have
honestly.
2 weeks of PTO set up for the beginning of November so that I can just play this
I
game.
love that for you, queen. That's so
And
real. That's honestly so real of you.
and so that's one of my favorite games that I will be streaming it. One of my other favorite games of all time, and again, another one of the top 3 titles that turned me into
Mhm.
Remileah is The Legend of Dragoon, which is also an old,
Okay.
old RPG game.
Mhm.
Let's see when this one came out and remind me how old I am again. This one came out in 1999.
Okay, okay. Very slay. Honestly, the games that made you a gamer are a lot nicer than the ones that made me a gamer. So, we
Oh
love that for
no.
you.
What
Truly.
games?
League of Legends. So, I feel like your journey was a lot more peaceful than mine.
I mean, there was a time back when, I played a lot of League of Legends back when like Wukong was a brand new character. Back when you
Oh,
still had
wow, that
ruin
was
pages.
Oh, well, I mean, you still have them. They're just a lot more
They're a lot more streamlined.
modernized
Yeah, you don't
now.
have to go in
Yeah.
and spend your IP was what it was called. It wasn't IP, I think, before it became Blue Essence.
Mhm.
You had to go in and spend IP to buy
You
runes to
you to
put
be
in your rune
fair,
page.
you were there for, like, the good old days of League,
I was there for
Like,
back when
for
the days back when League was actually good. Yes.
before it, became what it is now, which is something insane.
Yeah.
But moving on
I still play
from
League
League,
though,
because
but
talking about League, I'm so sorry.
it's fine.
I do too, but I have not recently. But kind of moving on to, again, I would say nicer things to talk about. What
Mhm.
would you say your biggest appeal is to viewers? It's time to gas yourself up, you know what I'm saying?
Gas myself up. What is my biggest appeal to viewers? Oh, one of my viewers actually. Oh, never mind. Sorry. One of the things that I think actually appeals to my viewers the most, and this is something that I
Mhm.
actually mentioned earlier that I'm a little self-conscious about, I find that a lot of viewers really like my voice.
No, yeah, your voice is very like comforting.
Thank you. I do think that that is probably the biggest draw for a lot of my viewers is my voice.
Mhm.
And I'm okay with that because little known fact that I think you know, I don't think the rest of your community
Mhm.
knows. Um,
Mhm.
I'm trans.
Mhm.
So
Play.
I have had a lot of people tell me, "Wow, I did not know. I would have guessed based on how you sound." And that is one of the biggest
Mhm.
compliments that anybody can ever give me is telling me that my voice
That's
is
like
good.
that's so real though.
So
And like
hearing
it's like true. I can agree with that.
hearing people, you know, praise my voice so much and say that they like it so much, I do think that that is one of my biggest draws is
Mhm.
my voice, but I also think another one of my biggest draws is my this is going to sound conceited. Is
No,
my
no, this is the time to be conceited.
is my personality. I have a lot of people tell
Mhm.
me that I'm comforting, that I'm easy to be around,
Mhm.
that they feel like they can open up and just be themselves around me.
Mhm.
So I
Aw,
think
that's
another
true.
another one of my biggest draws would be my personality because and going back to the fact that I do VR chat, right?
Mhm.
Would spend a lot of time in there, especially back when I was an event organizer. for
Mm-hmm.
a Discord community. And again, I had a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people who would like to come up to me and be close to me and cuddle me, and I've had people fall asleep with me while I'm just sitting there talking, doing my thing. They just
Oh,
got so
aw.
comfortable that they fell asleep.
You see,
So,
like that makes sense. Like I totally get that when people are like, I could fall asleep to you, like to your streams and stuff.
well, there are
Like
people who
that's
do.
honestly so real.
So, I do think that probably my
Yeah,
two biggest appeals would be my
I
voice
agree.
and the comforting. I've had some people call me motherly, which I'm okay with. I That's kind of what I want to
That's
be.
so real. No, that's so true.
I want to be a big old mom
I
figure to
I
people.
completely agree with
I'm
both of
old enough to
those.
be.
Oh, you're again, it's just that your experience.
Experience. Most,
Okay,
I like to make the comparison. Most
before
people
we
age like
move
fine
on.
wine. I age like milk.
Exactly. No, no, no. You are like a fine red wine. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Sorry for interrupting
And
you. Go
then,
ahead.
okay, lastly, before we move on, no, you're good. Is there anything you want to like shout out, say like, an important stream or, something you're planning, anything of the sort? Now is the time to shout it out.
So, this is just shameless self promotion hour.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so if it is shameless self-promotion hour, like I said, in November, the beginning of November, I will be doing a big Stars in the Second Story stream. Please feel free to come by and watch me
Whoop, whoop.
probably cry and gush and freak out about one of my favorite childhood games getting a gorgeous remaster.
I
And
love that though. And I don't know for everyone else, but for me personally, I love when I go to someone's stream and I can like tell that they're passionate about what they're like streaming or playing, you know what I'm saying? So I am
yes.
excited for that.
So, yeah, though I mean, there will definitely be a lot of passion. There will probably be ugly crying as I play the game and see what they have done with it because it looks beautiful. And for
Mm.
anybody, I guess since we're doing shameless self-promo, for anybody who may happen to like my voice, this is for my viewers and yours, if you do like my voice, with this new
Mhm.
microphone, I am planning on looking into recording voice lines and other things, potentially ASMR. So if you
Ooh,
find me on Twitter,
very
you
cool.
may find some upcoming voice clips there. But I think,
Oh my god, exciting.
and when the artist is ready to resume working on my model, I may be getting a new outfit for my model. But that's everything.
Ooh,
I'd say that's everything.
even more exciting.
Yes.
Okay, I mean that's some pretty very very exciting fun stuff to look forward to.
Mhm.
Oh my god. Voice lines? Love that. Love that.
Yes,
Love that.
things like alarms to wake yourself up to, or ringtones and things like that.
God knows I need one. I'm excited for this even more so now.
Yes, I will be trying to record
Okay.
some alarms and things like that, so I'll
Yeah.
make sure to send it to
And
you.
yeah, it's like again, practice makes perfect. So I'm excited to see kind of like your journey,
Thank
like
you.
when recording these voice lines and stuff like that.
I will make sure to
And
send
all
them to
right.
you if you want them.
Please, please. Okay, this next section is just gonna be kind of like rapid fire questions. I'm just gonna give you like two options, and you just gotta choose one without thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's gonna be quick, fast. All
Fast,
right, are you
okay.
ready?
That I'm sure that'll work well for somebody as slow as I can be. Go.
Are you ready?
Okay. Okay, I'm
Ready as
ready.
can
Let's
be,
go.
right? All right,
Yes, okay.
let's start. Dogs or cats?
Dogs,
Apples or oranges?
apples,
Matching or mismatched socks?
matching,
Ninjas or pirates?
pirates,
Stuffed crust pizza or regular crust pizza?
stuffed crust all the way,
Pancakes or waffles?
waffles,
Tacos or burritos?
tacos. No, burritos. I changed that one. Burritos.
Shopping. Oh, okay. Shopping in store or online?
In store,
Shower or bath?
shower,
Sushi or ramen?
Ramen.
Chicken nuggets or chicken fingers?
Chicken nuggets.
Cupcake or donuts?
Donuts.
Call or text?
Text.
Iced coffee or hot coffee?
Iced coffee.
M&Ms or Kit Kats?
M&Ms.
Lay's or Pringles?
Lays.
Live on a farm or live in a forest cabin?
Forest cabin.
Hot dogs or corn dogs?
Neither.
Sandwich with crust or no crust?
Crust.
Batman or Superman?
Uh, Batman.
And finally, fuck, marry, kill Tingyeon from Honkai Star Rail, Amy from Omega Strikers, Project Red from Arc Knights.
Oh no. Okay, that's what this is for.
You gotta go, you gotta go.
Okay, sorry. Um, shit. Fuck Ting Yoon, marry Amy, kill Project Red.
Wow, okay. And that was the last question. Would you like to explain the thought process on that one?
Okay, so the thought process on that last question,
Mm-hmm.
I actually think I actually got it backwards, but it was supposed to be
Oh,
fuck
okay.
Amy, marry Ting Yoon, kill Project Red. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Damn,
So
Project Red.
I I know I love
Poor,
Project
poor guy.
Red. I love her, but between all three of those characters,
You had to choose
I
someone,
had to
right?
choose somebody. And Ting Yoon
Mm-hmm.
from Hongai Star Rail, I'm a shrimp,
Mm-hmm.
100%. She could
Valid.
do awful, terrible things to me, and I would smile. Um,
Valid.
she is wife material, 100%. I
Mm-hmm.
would not regret a single day being married to her. Amy from
Yeah.
Omega Strikers, obviously, she's also a good option to marry, but she
Mm-hmm.
falls slightly lower on the list than Ting Yoon does. But I would
Okay.
absolutely still do the dirty with her. And then Project
You know what?
Red,
That's valid. And
darling.
it's a hard question.
It is, yes. Darling Project Red.
It is one. Yeah.
She's hot, but she's wonderful, and I love her, but
Mm-hmm.
I had to pick
Just
somebody.
didn't quite make the cut.
Didn't quite make the cut.
That is the question that trips up people the most. So, don't. You did good.
I
You
just
did
slapped
good.
it together, and I'm sorry, the corn dogs, hot dogs joke, I don't like hot dogs. I'm sorry. I really don't. It's why
Oh,
I couldn't pick
okay.
one. I'm
That's
like, I know it's not an
valid.
option, but neither. I would you prefer a corn
No,
dog
that's
or a
so
hot
valid.
dog?
That's so valid.
Thanks. I'll starve, thanks.
I kind of love corn dogs, or at least Korean corn dogs. So I'm like,
I do
you know,
not think that
I'm
there's
I'm a
anything
fan.
wrong with that. They're not my thing.
No, that's so valid. I completely understand. And I mean, before we go, do you have anything to say, anything to ask, any last shout outs, remarks, questions, concerns, etc.?
Um, I was actually a little surprised. I thought it would go on a little longer than this. Is this about the
Yeah,
average length
yeah.
for a Rika radio?
Yeah, usually they're like an hour, and I mean, kind of depending. I know with like Rosa we go over, but that's because I like could probably like I'm saying she's just one of my best friends ever. But yeah, they're
Hmm.
usually an hour long.
Okay. All right. Cool. So all right. Anything I want to say before we go? Well, first of all, thank you for being willing to do this for me. I know
Yeah,
that
of course.
me coming at you in DMs asking, "Hey, do you think I could be on Rika Radio?" was probably really out of nowhere. But I
I
appreciate that you
appreciated it honestly.
and I appreciate that you allowed me to come on the stream and be here with you today. So thank you.
Anytime, anytime.
Other than that, I think the only parting words I would have for anybody would be so I'm gonna get a little sappy for a moment.
Oh, we love that. We
um
love the sap.
you love the sap. Um give me just a minute and I'm like mentally
Yeah,
putting it together in my mind.
take as long as you need, truly.
Um, dang it, why can't I put it together? Okay. So this might be a little out of nowhere, but it's the kind of person I am, so I
Mhm.
apologize. Um,
Uh-huh.
just some uplifting things for your community is that sometimes your mind will play tricks on you, and it can tell
Mhm.
you that you aren't any good and that everything is hopeless. But
Very true.
I have discovered over time, thanks to my community and other people in my life, you are loved and you are important and you bring things to this world that nobody else can. So if you're having a hard time, hold on. You can do this and you will heal.
Mhm.
Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to say.
100%. Completely agree.
The kind of person I am.
And thank you for that. I completely agree, truly.
You're welcome.
That is a very, very important sentiment to have.
I hope that it can help you or anybody who may be watching and things like that. And as I always tell my community every time before I end stream, I treasure you. You are treasured.
Oh, that's so sweet, man. Man, now you make me feel bad for how I treat my community. I'm kidding.
Oh, don't
No, that's
worry.
so true.
I do bully them,
Completely
but
agree.
my community, I call them my treasures. So at the end of every stream, I tell them, I treasure you.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's very, very, very cute. And I mean, thank you, Remy. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for reaching out to me. Honestly, it means a lot that you liked the show enough to reach out and wanted to be on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that
Yeah.
also truly means a lot to me.
I've always liked
And yeah,
watching
it was an
you
honor,
and been a fan of you for a
a
while,
pleasure.
so
Oh, stop. Oh my God, you're making me blush.
good.
But
Blush
yeah, it was
more.
an honor and a pleasure to have you on.
Yes,
Oh my God, I know.
thank you for
Please.
having me. I was really looking forward to this. I was a little anxious, but at the same time, I was also really
Oh,
excited
no,
for
no,
it.
yeah, please. Like, trust me when I say there is nothing to be, like, nervous about, especially around me. You know what I'm saying? Like, trust, do not worry one bit.
It
And you were
was
absolutely incredible today. And yeah, thank you.
thank you. And it was less that I was afraid of being around you and more like how bad can I mess this up?
And not at all. You did incredible. Amazing. Passed with flying colors, one could even say.
Thank you.
But yeah, thank you so much, Remy. Everyone, if you haven't already, please, please go follow Remy on Twitch at twitch.tv/Remileah. And then I think it's the same thing on Twitter, right?
Yes, I am the same
Just
name on Twitch
Remileah.
and Twitter. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Same on Twitch and Twitter. Definitely go follow her. Go give her some love. Remy, once again, thank you for being on the show. Thank you for giving us some of your time today. And I hope you have an incredible rest of your night.
I hope you have a wonderful rest of your
Thank you,
night
thank
as
you,
well.
thank
And thank
you.
you as well for having me.
Much love to you.
Much love to
Much
you,
love
Rika.
to you. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye. Oh my god. Okay. Who? I saw that and I heard it. Who? Oh my gosh. Somebody finished paying off the cosplay. Who was it? Sane. Immediately jumping in with the Ara Ara redeem. Ara Ara. Oh my god, that was so bad. Okay, hang on. Ara Ara. I know, somebody. Oh my god, you contributed. You got debated. You got debated. Yes, okay, so somebody finished paying off the cosplay. Who did it and why? For May, who had to leave early? Yeah. I did see that there were a few people who dropped into the stream and everything that I wasn't able to talk to as much because I was doing the interview with Rika. I know I paused very briefly to say thank you to Ghost Cat for the follow. Again, thank you for that. You are now part of the treasure hoard. And Faded, thank you for the gift sub to Insaint as well while that one's going on. Thank you so much. That's insane. Congrats. I know. Okay, well, I guess I am going to be dressing up in an Ari cosplay and posting pictures of that at some point. That will be that'll be an experience. No, there was no contribution to that. Relax. Calm down, Throne. There wasn't a contribution to that. Good afternoon, Tiny. Also, I want you to know how hard it was for me to be nice. Well, thank you for doing your best. I love to throw stuff for no reason and I resisted so hard. I appreciate it. You can get it all out of your system now. The interview is over. Also, I did see that Lopunny was in here. Yes, Lopun is in here. Hello, Lopun. Welcome. I'm enjoying listening to the interview. I'm glad. There's the throwing stuff. There's a big stretch in there as well. Thank you for the head pat. And there's a sip. Many, many projectiles. Yes, I was here. Okay, we good now? Good. I'm glad. It's nice to see you, Lopun. I mostly did listening in while it was going on. That is totally fine. I know I couldn't really stop and interact with you guys as personally as I usually do while that interview was going on, but good to see you again, Remi. Good to see you as well, Worf. I did see you pop in. And again, I apologize to everybody. My voice is still kind of recovering from um my voice is still kind of recovering from being sick. It's all good. That interview was good, all things considered. Good. I'm glad you liked it. Pixel King was here for a bit too. That's right. Pixel was here. It means an interview, and you do need to focus a bit on the person interviewing you, so don't worry. I know. I'm sure that nobody minded that I was more focused on that. So I'll pray for you to be well. We're recovering. Hello, Duck. We are recovering decently well. I am still a little congested, but the um most of it is better. Sensitivity to light is not as prominent as it was, so like my ring light isn't hurting my eyes. Um and the ring light isn't hurting my eyes. I'm not dealing with a headache anymore. I am still congested and there still is a little bit of a sore throat, but all things considered, I am much better than I was on Wednesday and Thursday. So Mother Remi reads her treasures stories when? Good question. Maybe when I'm not sick, maybe we can look into doing an ASMR story reading or something like that. Bedtime story stream. Look, I actually did find a script um that I would kind of like to read at some point. I did find a script that I would like to read and record myself reading for everybody at some point. So, let's see. What is something that we can do? Because the interview actually did not go as long as I thought it would. I thought it would be like 2 hours, but it was only an hour, and apparently that's normal, so I am content with that. But now we have to decide what to do, if anything. Do I continue to stream? Or do I potentially go ahead and continue to let my voice rest for a little while? Up to you. How's your voice feeling? My voice is feeling a little scratchy. My voice is still feeling a little scratchy, but up to you. How's your, call it early or want to chat or game? That's what I'm trying to decide. That is what we are trying to figure out, is what we're gonna do. Because right now, I'm looking through my Steam library. I don't want to do Hollow Knight. I'm saving that for tomorrow. We are gonna save Hollow Knight for tomorrow. Sorry, but I think you should take care of your voice, especially since you wish to get into some more voice-specific work outside of just streaming. That's true. Fernie's also calling for me to rest my voice. So, if that is what the community would like to see me do, if that is what you guys would like me to do, I will abide by that. Final Fantasy can be chill and allow rest, that's true. But I would still be talking during it, I feel is the problem. Which is not resting my voice. I also just got back, so I want more Remi, so I'm biased. You can put it to a vote if you're really unsure yourself. Just shove Mr. Tail on screen and mute up. So we're actually we'll actually go ahead and do a poll. Bear in mind, there is no wrong answer. I will not be upset either way. I do want my community to vote on the option that they want to see. And I'm not going to look at the results of the poll while it's going on. True facts, Hollow Knight tomorrow, if all is well. Yes, Hollow Knight tomorrow, if all is well and everything goes well. Rest as much as you can. The less you rest it while it's bad, the longer it will take to recover. You need to save your voice for the Ara Aras. The Ara Aras, the High Honeys, and all that, yes. I'm hoping during the course of the stream I didn't sound too terrible. Although it was brought to my attention that somebody over in Rika's stream said that my voice was hot. And the hello boys, that's true. Here comes the boy. Hello boy. Welcome. There he is. He is here. And the kissing your homies goodnight. May saying I think I'm outvoted. That kind of tells me where the poll is going. I haven't looked at the results. I haven't looked at where it stands right now, that is. Rigged poll. Look. I should allow additional votes for points. See, if I did that, it would just be a war. Spiritually, I with you, May. I too would also want to watch a Remi stream, but rest is best. I know, and another part of me really wants to keep going. You know, I missed streaming yesterday. I ended stream early on Wednesday. I have 47k in points to make my decision happen, were that to be the case. I missed a Remi stream. I'm short on Remi. Well, there will be the Hollow Knight stream tomorrow. And depending on how that goes, maybe I'll go longer. We'll see. But that said, it does look like, because I did just pop open the results, and I see that it is currently a very decisive 7-2. But I also work. I'm sorry. I know, I'm sure that you would love to watch me stream some more. And to be perfectly honest, I would like to stream some more. I mostly want Remi to be on optimal status when she streams is all, plus she's very cool and want her to feel better. Thank you, Lopun. I appreciate that immensely. Thank you. Faded Wielding is massive 47k, ready for war. But I also do feel like I need to tell you guys that this coming week, because it is a Labor Day weekend, I will be very busy. Maybe don't stay up till 9 a.m., but I'm always awake till 9 a.m. So, streams next week will probably be scarce, or they may not happen at all. There may be no streams next week. Sorry, I'm punching in my, Yeah, it's very likely that there are going to be no streams this coming week. Because the only day that I'm going to have off is going to be Thursday. but the week of September 8th, um, there will probably be streams on the 12th and the 14th. And then we'll be going back to a regular streaming schedule after that. It's just with Labor Day weekend coming up, work has me slammed. It's perfectly alright, Remi. More time to rest your voice, plus merch should be arriving during that week to keep us satisfied. That is true. If you ordered merchandise, if you ordered one of the shirts, keychains, cups, or anything like that, it should be arriving sometime this week for you. Let's see. Who's streaming what? Tomato has 153 viewers streaming Starfield. What is Kitsune up to? Oh, I didn't realize September was going on. Huh, interesting. Wait, doesn't Starfield not release for like another 3 days? I'm not sure. I haven't been paying attention. Well, there are already people, there's 2 people streaming it right now. So, I'm guessing some people got some early access to it. That would be my guess. Um, I was trying to pick somebody to stream for, or to raid, rather. We have Soli doing Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Soli's fun. Soli has over 50 people watching right now, but Soli is fun, so maybe we'll go raid Soli. Professor Layton games are fun. I've never played one. Alright, so we are going to do that. We are going to go raid Soli and see how she's doing. I have never watched a Professor Layton game or played a Professor Layton game, so I have no idea what to expect. There is already like 50 people there, but I'm not sure who else to go raid at this point, so we are going to go raid Soli. Pack your bags for a field trip. Oh, right. Also, if you are a subscriber, here is your raid message. If you are not a subscriber, here is your raid message. Yes, yes, we did mention. Oh, or wait. Jifu. Jifu. Jifu, I need you to focus up for a moment. Jifu. Is Hayami streaming today? Is there going to be a Hayami stream today? Possibly. Probably not for a bit. Okay, well, in that case, yep, we will just go see Captain Zoli. This is such a scuffed ending to the stream. Alright, hang on. We're gonna wait. Okay, I think we're good. Typical Remi stream. I know. Internet tanking and scuffing at the worst possible time. Okay, so again, we are going to go raid solely. There we go. You have your raid messages, I think. I hope. Take two, this time with feeling, yes. Or make sure if you are coming in with the raid, you have your raid message ready to go. Good night, Remi. Rest well. Thank you, Trent. Everyone, have a good night. I'm sorry we couldn't go longer, but I will make sure to rest and get my voice back up and running. But for now, we'll go say hi to Soli. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. And remember that, as always, I treasure you guys so much. So, thank you again for the tonight. Bye bye!